Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Rupi. If you have not been on my channel before, today's video is kind of a little bit different. I thought that I would do a little chit chat, but not like a regular chit chat, get ready with me. I thought I would call this Let's Make Up and Talk. So we have some kind of real talk conversations going on in this video. However, I do want to preface some trigger warnings. So we are talking about weight, body image, also a little bit of eating disorders, and we're also talking about the kind of YouTube drama that's going on. Hey guys, editing groupie here. So basically the rest of this intro was me with lipstick on my tooth, and my husband's kind of laughing at me for it, but I didn't want to leave that in. But yeah, basically what I wanted to say is that if you're interested in this video, then just keep on watching. And if any of these topics trigger you, then maybe just click out or tune into the next video or something. So it is mostly chit chat, a little less makeup. We do makeup while we talk, but it's mostly chit chat. So if it is triggering, don't watch. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her.
Well, this is why I stopped filming my intros without the makeup on, because I'll probably scare you away. Actually, no, I don't like that bad. So I just thought we would do like a chit chat. I want to call it Let's Make Up and Talk. Like, you know, let's make up, but let's make up and talk. Yeah, so I want to call this series Let's Make Up and Talk, and I think I'll probably do this series quite often. I don't know if anyone else is using this name at all. I did try searching on YouTube and I didn't see anyone using Let's Make Up and Talk. So hopefully I'm not stealing anyone's thunder or credit, but if you know of anyone who is using that ever, let me know in the comments down below, and I guess I can credit them on that. But I just thought I would start this off today. But basically, it's just going to be me doing makeup, and we'll just talk about real talk. And some conversations might get more personal. Personal just to me, not my whole entire life or people in my life. So, you know, if you're that nosy, that's not going to happen here. It's all personal to me. So I just thought we would do this because I feel like I have a lot of, you know, struggles, but I also have a lot of highs, and I have a lot of good days, bad days, but we all, at the end of the day, just want someone relatable to talk to. And so I just wanted to start some hot topics and, you know, see where they lead and just create some conversation on my platform. So today I'm probably just going to touch on maybe 2 or 3 topics. I don't really know where I'm going with this. I had some stuff in my head, and we'll just see where we go. So we're gonna play with makeup, and we're gonna do a little bit of chit-chatting today. So I decided, we're gonna dip into this palette, and look how big it is. It's huge next to my face. You get a huge sized mirror, but I don't want to cause glare, so I'm just gonna show you upside down. This is what the palette looks like. I'll show you a little bit closer up. But that's basically what it looks like. It's a super colorful palette, and I really don't know what I want to do yet with it. There are some really pretty shades in here, and now I'm kind of thinking, like, why did I get the Melt Vita palette? Because so many of the, like, the reds and greens are in here, but that's okay. I guess I'm just never gonna have enough palettes. I guess speaking of which, we can probably start with that. I've clearly bought a lot of stuff, especially like makeup, since this whole, you know, quarantine and stay at home started. And I feel like because we can't really go anywhere, it almost made it so hard to just not do anything. Like, you couldn't go out to eat, you couldn't really go out anywhere, and then you couldn't go shopping. And I am the type of person, when I go to the mall, I just window shop. I never really go in and actually, you know, buy things. Like, it's a few times that I will buy stuff, but like most of the time I can just get away with, you know, window shopping, and it's fun. So I couldn't do that, and it's not as fun adding things to your cart and then just closing the window, which I also did a lot of that. I'm not gonna lie, I did do a lot of that, but it just wasn't the same thing. So I splurged on a lot of stuff, and most of it was makeup. I would say almost all, except, you know, a few orders were makeup. I got some home stuff. I've got, I think, one order of clothes during this past, like, since March. Just one order of clothes with like 3 pieces. And that was the Shein items that I got. But yeah, if I think about it, it's all just been makeup. And I mean, that's not the greatest thing, but I think the reason, there's like a lot behind that, I think, and the reasons for it is, okay, so before I continue talking, I will tell you what makeup I'm using. If I forget to, I'm going to have everything listed down below. So this I pulled out of my decluttered pile because I figured I can start using it. I only have my ABH eye primer, and so I wanted a base that was kind of a more neutral nude color. So I know I could just use my concealer, but I remember really enjoying this, and it reminds me kind of MAC paint pots. So I just pulled it back out of my declutters because they're still sitting here because I wasn't able to go give them away because of COVID-19. Yeah, so the reason I feel like I wasn't buying clothes at all is the one thing that seems to never leave my side is weight issues. I would say that I've probably been struggling since the age, like I've probably been actually mentally struggling with it since I was like really, really young. And even when I was like super tiny, I used to think that was big. Like, I would think I was fat. But I wouldn't really like force myself to lose weight kind of thing. So I don't know. I just, you know, it's just body image has always been something that sat really hard with me. And then like over the last, I would say decade, less than a decade, is when I really started struggling. So at the age of 23, I was going through a lot of like personal stuff, stuff with like friends, and just, you know, just like personal things in life. And I was working a full-time graveyard job while going to school, and that wasn't healthy because my sleep was quite off. Anyways, while I was working that job and whatnot, I gained a ton of weight. I don't remember how much, but like I went up sizes. I was like a size 2, a 2 to like a 4, and I literally went up to like a size maybe 10 at the time. And like a few months after I had gained all that weight, I remember we were at like a family wedding, and I'm not gonna like name names or any of that kind of stuff because, you know what, everyone's different, and I don't fully blame anyone. In fact, like anyone in my life that has either said something to me that negatively affected me or has, you know, wronged me in some way, I try from like the very depth of my heart to forgive them, because I feel like it's, you know, something you should thank them for because it makes you who you are. Anyways, someone at a family event told me I was fat. That kind of hurt me. The next day there was another event, and then I was asked what I eat because I had gained so much weight. Before I do anything, I am gonna go into the shade right here. It's called B5. yeah, so I basically got asked, you know, what have you been eating and blah blah, and it's just like, first of all, that's rude. Just, if you're watching this and you've ever said that to anyone, or please think twice before you say that. For anyone who has heard that, it's okay, forget it, because clearly nothing's wrong with you, it's wrong with them. I don't know, I don't understand how people think it's okay to say things like that. And I feel like in Indian culture especially, and I think a lot of you will agree with me, our community thinks it's okay to bash someone for their weight or say, hey, you look fat, or whatever. Like, I don't understand why we normalize that behavior of allowing ourselves to say that to people. I've never called anyone fat. I've never said you need to lose weight or hey, you should work out a little. You work on being healthy and you work on being healthy together, but it's not about the way you look, it's about the way you feel. Anyways, that had really triggered me when I heard those words. And it was during a, family event, and it was in front of a lot of people. And the next day, I decided I was gonna go for a run, but I was so out of shape I couldn't run. I'm still that out of shape right now. I can't run. So it actually ended up being like a power walk / a little bit of running where I could do it. And then I found, and I know this is MLM now, but or it always was, but I found it free online. Somehow I torrented it or something. I don't know what I did back then. So we're just not going to go there because I don't do that anymore. But I found a free version of Insanity, which is like a beach body workout. I think that's what the branding is. Anyways, I did that every day after work, and then I would go for either a walk before or after it, or I would, on my rest days I would go. And I was eating super clean. I remember it was just super, super clean. And I got myself back down to my size 2 to 4. Yeah, and it was probably the happiest point of my life, even before that weight gain. I was already a size 2 to 4, but I didn't feel as great as I did after I had gained the weight and then lost it and became a size 2 to 4, because I had to work my butt off for that. And I was always super consistent with the gym. I would work out and I was very clean about what I ate. I didn't drink pop, no sugar, none of that. I was just very, very, very clean. And then I think I met my husband around that time, and I was still really, really clean. We were actually both doing really, really well. But I've always dealt with some, personal issues. I have, like I mentioned in my empties video, I have some, pain issues and restless leg syndrome. And then I also, not diagnosed, do also deal with anxiety. And I know I have it because I know what it feels like, and it's not normal to feel that way. So I know I have anxiety, and the reason I don't bother going to go get diagnosed for it is because I really don't want to be medicated for it. And I know some people tell me sometimes it's just better to go get medicated for certain things, or sometimes we just need certain things to make us feel better. But I feel like over time I have now found remedies that work for me, where I can do things without needing medication. I found things to help soothe me and all that kind of stuff. So I'm pretty happy about where I've gotten myself with my anxiety. I think next I'm gonna go in with this bright orange color. It's like a corally orange right here, and it's E3. I'm gonna go with that into the crease. But yeah, so weight's always been kind of a struggle, and the reason that I even thought to talk about this topic is because I'm struggling with it right now too. So anyways, I started gaining weight again because I was doing something that I didn't realize until now that I was doing that. I know I was doing that, but I never put 2 and 2 together. But I had a lot of stress and anxiety. I don't want to go into stuff, but because I feel super personal, I don't need to go there. But just generally, I struggled a lot. and a lot of it had to do with like body image, but also other things. And so instead of doing stuff to lose weight, when I would hear all that, negativity, it just, it didn't want me, it didn't make me want to go for a run. It didn't make me want to do anything. It just made me want to eat. So I was watching a video the other day. I'm getting way too down onto my lid here. I'm just going to pull out a compact that I can use. But yeah, I was watching a video the other day, and they were talking about like eating disorders, and I'm not saying that I have one, and I don't want to self-diagnose. No one should ever self-diagnose. I'm going to turn the lights on because I know this, it's going to get cloudy. Hang on. Okay, so I hope that's a little better. Yeah, I don't want to self-diagnose, and I don't think anyone should ever self-diagnose. Don't look things up on Google. They're just our worst enemy. This isn't so much like me trying to diagnose myself or say I had an eating disorder or whatever. Like, I know I had body image issues. Like, I'm very aware of that. The one thing I wasn't aware of is that I was binge eating constantly, and I didn't know like I was doing it. Like, I just thought, oh, hey, you know what? I'm kind of hungry. I think food will make me feel better because I'm feeling really down right now. And that's kind of what it was. It was all just like, I feel down, so I'm going to go grab a cheeseburger. And yeah, so I can't even believe I'm talking about this on here because I haven't really even talked to many people about this in real life. So yeah, I mean, it's a hard thing to admit. I find it's easier doing it this way, and I know a lot of people I know are going to be watching this, but real talk, guys. I know there's a lot of you out there who go through this too. I'm not alone in this. Anyways, I was doing that, and that was before I got married, so it was well over we've been married 3.5 years. I would say it was probably like 3 to 4 years ago I was doing that. And it was really crappy. Like, it was really crappy, and I've been thinking about it, and my heart's getting all like weird now too. Thinking about it, it kind of makes me anxious. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's hard even talking about this now. It's hard. I also think I want to go in with a hot pink. So I'm going to go in with the shade B3. I'll show you guys in a sec. But I'm going to take B3 into my crease as well. Let me show you. Where is it? Oh, B3 is right here. So it's just a really bright, like, hot pink. I don't even know what I'm doing with my look today, guys. I'm just literally, like, I'm just slapping on eyeshadows. We'll get somewhere, I'm sure. That's kind of pretty. Yeah, so recently I basically got called fat again. And it kind of hurts, when you hear it. Anyway, so I gained, I think, maybe 30 pounds or something after I got married. I don't remember. I actually don't remember. But last year I took up personal training, and I was doing like macros and that kind of stuff, and I lost like quite a bit of weight doing that, and I lost size, and I could tell the difference and feel the difference, and I felt great. But there comes a point where it gets too expensive and you can't afford it anymore, and so I had to stop doing it. And I told myself, no, I'm going to keep doing this myself. I have the tools now. I'm going to keep going with it. And I mean, for some time I did consistently go with it, and I was still doing really good. And then come into the new year, me and one of my coworkers started going to the gym together, and I was actually, like, I was doing really, really well. And I think since this whole quarantine thing, I pretty much gained all of it and then some back, but who hasn't, right? Anyways, recently, I guess a family member had seen me after a very long time. And so, you know, that word came up again, and it made me so freaking upset because it was said like in a jokingly way, but it's not okay to say that. Like, it's not okay to say it to anybody. And I feel like over the past like month or so, the weight topic has been coming up so much, and it's making me struggle a lot again, especially when it comes to like mental health, right? So I just wish people would stop judging. It's okay to be who you are as long as you're happy. Your size doesn't define us, but I don't know. It's something about, maybe this isn't in all communities though, but like I just know firsthand, like there's just something about Indian communities where they're just like, oh, like I'm not going to say it in Punjabi, I'll just say it in English so that everyone that's watching understands. But you know, they're always just like, oh, well, you know, you'd look a lot better if you were skinnier. But this is the same culture. Like India is known for selling fairness creams and lightening creams and whitening creams and whatever you want to call them. Fair and lovely. Enough said. And I mentioned this quite a bit, I think, on my story like a couple weeks ago after like the whole BLM movement started. But like I remember, I've heard in my lifetime, you'd be a lot prettier if you were lighter. Oh, it's too bad you have like darker skin. I'm not even that dark, guys. Like, I'm not even that dark. I'm like a light medium at best. Just why can't we all be beautiful as long as we're healthy and happy? Like, why is there, and you know, there's like social media and like all this. I've honestly just stopped following accounts like Kim Kardashian and like all the, you know, bigwig celebrities and stuff. I've just stopped following because I feel like everywhere is just glorifying this one particular body type, and it's frustrating because you look at those images and you look at yourself and you think something is wrong with you, but nothing's wrong with you. What's wrong with anyone is that you feel like you need to be something else or someone else, and I think that's the more upsetting part of all of this. And I think it's just sad that we all just can't be happy about being ourselves because there's all these expectations that we should be something more. I don't think that's fair, and I don't think that's fair for anyone to feel that way. If you're happy and you're healthy and your health isn't being compromised, then who cares what freaking size you are? If you're a size 14, go rock that size 14. Anyways, my whole part of this is like, I feel like I'm just not happy about where I'm at because I know my body, and my body, it's hard because, see, I don't know, now I'm contradicting myself because I'm more comfortable in my body at a size that I used to be, and I know how to dress that body, and I never learned how to dress this body because that's the only body I ever knew how to love. And oh my God, I don't want to get emotional, but I struggle, guys. Like, I struggle with loving myself, and I love myself in so many other ways. It's not that I hate myself completely, but it's just when it comes to my body, and if I stare at myself in the mirror, I just hate myself. And I feel like a lot of us that go through this, it's because of everything we're hearing externally, and it sticks in here. And then you just can't let it go. So basically where I want to go with this conversation is be okay with who you are. And if you're not right now, like me, learn to love yourself. And if other people are saying stuff to you, don't let it hurt too much, because I just feel like what matters at the end of the day is how you feel. That's all that matters at the end of the day, how you feel, because you're living in your body. No one else is living in your body. They're not going to be there, you know, to feel what you're feeling inside yourself. So if you're happy, freaking rock that happy. Like, I'm just so over this constant expectation that we all need to look a certain way or be a certain way or dress a certain way or do our makeup a certain way. I'm probably not doing something a lot of people would want to do right now or think looks good, but hey, you know what? I don't care. Such a hard topic. I don't even know if I want to post this anymore because this is just, it's like a rough video, guys. We're going way too many places right now, I feel like. I don't even know where I'm going with this look, but I'm gonna do a little bit of blending. Yeah, so anyways, that's something that's been kind of lingering in my head, especially recently. So I thought I'd talk about it because I'm sure there are many of you out there who are going through similar things, and I want you to know that I'm here too, I'm going through it too, and whatever it is, whatever this fight we're fighting to try and love ourselves, we can do it. We can get to that light that's at the end of the tunnel, and we can learn to love ourselves. And you know what? If we're not happy about it, we have the power to change, so why not change, right? So, I mean, I've already started doing a little bit more of like what I was doing previously, so I've started doing intermittent fasting. The thing with working out is I have all those pain issues, so I try my best to do what I can with the movements I'm able to do. And, you know, I'm sure a lot of that pain maybe comes with my weight gain too. Who knows? It's quite possible, but I'm just trying to do things to kind of lighten the load both mentally and physically, and we'll just see where we go. And I mean, you can go look through my Instagram and my Facebook. I don't think I've posted a full body photo in, I don't even know. I posted, probably last summer, because last summer I was looking good. But I mean, before that and after that, I don't think I posted any full body photos. I don't ever have the desire to, because I just don't, like, I don't even know. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I'm going to go in with my ABH eye primer because I want to do kind of a half cut crease, and I'm just going to take it on that same brush that I was using earlier. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's enough for that topic for now. There's some stuff I wanted to get off my chest, and I think that generally I've got it off my chest, but we can have an open conversation about this in the comments below if you want to. And if not, then we can just leave it where I've left it. Yeah, but other than that, I guess what's going on in your world, guys? Like, how are you doing? How are you doing mentally and physically? I hope you're all doing good. And I know staying at home is like the hardest thing right now, and not being able to go back to like our normalization, or not being able to go back to like our normal way of doing things. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. That's all we can do. Gosh, there's just so much happening this year, so much negativity. Like, I don't even know where to begin with things. Have you guys been following any of that YouTube drama? Oh my God. I am so happy that I stopped following a lot of those bigger accounts, because to be honest, I'm totally messing up my cut crease, guys, because I'm not fully paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm more into like having a conversation. I think that's all I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go further than that. Yeah, but what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the drama. Anyways, before this whole like Shane and Tati and whatever stuff came up, I was following the like Micah Stauffer and the Stauffer family stuff. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but basically there's this YouTuber named Micah. She's a mommy vlogger, whatever. They do like family vlogs and, you know, the whole birth stories and that kind of thing, which I never really understood. The family vlogging channels, like, why are you putting your kids so out there? To me, it's just weird. It's just totally weird. And like, what am I watching? I'm watching a bunch of people just share their like everyday life. It's so weird that I want to, like, that anyone wants to watch it. And if you do watch it, I'm not judging you, but I'm just curious, like, what's the attraction with it? I don't understand that part. Anyway, so this woman had, or I shouldn't say this woman, because everyone is talking about her and no one was really talking about her husband. P.S. This drama started, or like this whole story started like at the tail end of like May and the very beginning of June, just around the same time or as the BLM movement. So it got kind of like, I think, lost in the shadows, which is fine. Like, the Black Lives Matter movement is very important, so I think that topic needs to be highlighted anyways. But there is so much that's wrong with this whole story. They adopted a little boy from China, and they've had him for, I want to say, like 2 or 3 years. Like 2 or 3 years now they had him, and they decided, we can't do this anymore. So we're gonna go rehome him. Like, I've never even heard of rehoming. I don't even understand where that whole terminology came from, but they decided to rehome him. Anyways, they didn't address it at all on their own. What happened was a lot of their followers noticed, hey, he's not in the vlogs anymore. What's going on? Anyway, so once people started noticing, I guess their attorneys were like, you know, you should probably do a video. I don't know if the video is still up. It was at one point, but if it's still up, it's somewhere. You can search it. There's a lot of channels that covered it or covered that story, like on YouTube, but this hit like media. Like, it went like everywhere. It went completely viral. I'm just going in with that hot pink again. I want to stamp it over this so it's not so harsh. Yeah, so the whole story went viral. Anyway, the people were trying to figure out where this little boy went because they didn't say, and apparently like they didn't go through like the proper adoption system or whatever. You can look into the whole story. But anyways, this boy was a special needs boy, but they were actively seeking out a boy, like or not a boy, but like a child with special needs to adopt when they were adopting. And I remember this because I actually watched some videos back then, because I used to follow her because she had kind of a like a lifestyle channel, and then it slowly turned on into this family thing, and that's when I stopped following. But I don't know, they adopted him, and kind of feels like they adopted him for all the wrong reasons. Gonna go in with this yellow. But yeah, so that was the story I was following, and holy crap, guys, like, it's still going on, and it's now July. And that woman just makes me sick. Her husband makes me sick too. They all make me sick. But it's just so sad that that happened. Like, I feel for the little boy because I hope he's not like super confused. I mean, you get adopted by this family and you're with them for 2 years. You think they're your forever, you know? But I hope wherever he is that he's in a good home. I think from what I'm hearing is they hand selected someone for him, so they kind of did an under the table adoption thing. And now there's this whole thing going out on Facebook, or about Facebook groups, and how people are advertising children up for adoption in Facebook groups. Like, it's crazy. There's a lady that has a channel called Without a Crystal Ball. She did like a video on it yesterday, kind of revealing this group, and I think that group's not very happy with her for doing that, but I think that's so sick. And like, who are these parents that are going on there putting kids up for adoption? Like, I think there was one family where it said, oh, we had this child for 10 years and we want to rehome. 10 years, that's the kid's whole life. I just don't understand that. And I think there was another one where they were like, oh, we've been thinking about rehoming for 2 years. So for 2 years, you're telling me you've had this, this child, and you've just been sitting there staring at him or her thinking, wow, we want to send you away. We don't want you anymore. Like, I don't understand that. And then also those groups, like, how are those allowed? I mean, this is all America. I don't think this would be allowed in Canada, but apparently you can just bypass and, pay for like a private adoption. I don't understand how that's okay, because doesn't it make it easier for, sorry, I was blocking you guys, but doesn't that make it easier for, like, the P word to have access to these kids? Like, how do you know who you're, because there's no home studies apparently done through that system. So, like, how do you know who your child is going to? Guys, I'm terrible at these cut creases. Like, this looks so bad. And I think my thing's gonna stop filming soon, so I probably have to stop and reset. Okay, sorry. It's, my camera only allows me to record 20 minutes at a time, so it's kind of out of time. But yeah, as I was saying, that story just, I don't know how they were allowed to do that. I just think it's absolutely absurd. But yeah, so that's still going on, and then this whole Tati and Shane drama. I can't with these bigger channels and their, drama, and this is why I no longer follow. Like, I just follow smaller accounts, and I'm happy with that. If you have a small channel, let me know in the comments below. I'll go follow you. But yeah, I much prefer to just follow smaller channels. They're drama free, and I just like to, focus on makeup. That's what we're here for. We're just here to play with makeup, and I don't want anyone to, I think that's, I don't know how I feel about this look. So I think I'm going to take this like yellowy shimmer shade. It's the number C1. And I'm probably just going to take it with my finger and pack it over the yellow. I don't even know how this is going to look. It's more greenish, but oh, that's kind of sheer, so that looks kind of cool. Ooh, that looks really pretty. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like kind of a green. Oh, made it almost kind of like a lime greeny shade. I think I might continue this into my inner corner, guys. So I apologize right now, actually, because I think this video is going to be super duper long. But yeah, I really wanted to get some stuff off my chest. I feel like I've just been sitting with some thoughts, and what better way to do it than talk to you guys? Am I done for the top lid? Like, I don't even know if I want to be done yet. That's a really pretty shade. I'm gonna have to play with this palette again and kind of like focus more with the actual shadows and not like sit here and chit chat while I use it, because I actually don't know what I'm doing. Super pretty though. I think I might do some eyeliner. I'm just gonna use my NYX Epic ink. I don't really know if I'm doing a wing yet, but I just want to at least get like the base, or like, you know what I mean. I just want to get it as close to the lash line as possible, at the least. Like, I already see a difference there. Anyways, what else, guys? What else is new? I think that's good. I don't think I'm gonna wing it out. Yeah, I'll end it just like that. Now if I can just replicate it on this side, because that never happens. But yeah, I think mainly it's just been the whole weight thing. I guess maybe that's mainly what I wanted to talk about today anyways, because I feel like that's where my struggle's been, and people just don't seem to get it. And you know what, it's fine. You want to say stuff, it's whatever, but maybe just keep it to yourself. Or say it Like, I don't want to hear it. Literally, I know sometimes we're just like, oh, I'd rather you say it to my face. I don't even want to know. I really don't. I think that's looking pretty good. I haven't done like yellow on the eyes in a while. I'm kind of liking how that's looking. Okay, so let's do some, I think let's do some base products. My foundations are in here. I'm just gonna go wet my sponge and I'll be right back. Okay, so I wet my sponge. I'm just using like a Morphe one. I want to get 1 or 2 more uses out of this before I go ahead and toss it. And I'm just going to use my Maybelline Super Stay. Oh, I need to prime. I'm going to use my Hydro Grip by Milk, just the mini one because I'm trying to use it up. This primer is so tacky, but I know a lot of people don't like it because of that. I love it. I think it just like holds your makeup like perfect. Okay, so I don't love this NYX liner. It's completely bled into like my eye wrinkles, which is so weird. I've never had it happen with this before. Maybe when we put our lashes on, it won't be as noticeable, I hope. Anyways, I'm just gonna quickly do some foundation. Also, if you don't want to listen to these kind of videos, feel free to skip them. I'm totally okay with it. I just feel like these are topics that need to be talked about. I can't understand why like the Indian community works the way they do, or why society in general works the way you do. Like, why do we all need to look like this cookie cutter? I never will understand. And then that whole feeling of like, here, like for example, why I never buy clothes, because I just feel like I can't look at it, you know, good in it like the skinny girl next to me can. So why would I even try? So yeah, anyways, those have been the major struggles. I've just been packing in the foundation there with my Morphe sponge. I forgot actually how much I liked using the sponge to do this. I don't know if I mentioned I'm using my Maybelline Super Stay. And I'm just going to bring a little bit down the neck because that is also important. Blend it in, guys. Blend it all in. Yeah, but overall, like, you know, with me touching base on this topic is, I feel like just be wary of what you're saying to people because you don't know how it's going to affect them. I'm just going to pop on some lip serum, or it's a lip line corrector by QMS. I used this last night and it worked really good. But I gotta say, this packaging, it's similar to the Drunk Elephant, you know, like the twist packaging, but this just feels so cheap. So if you're a $200 serum, up your packaging game, dude. Like, I don't understand. I'm just gonna rub it into my lips. My other little grime with this thing is so much comes out. But I don't know, when I tried it yesterday, I feel like it did make a difference, but I don't really know. Am I supposed to use this just when I'm doing makeup, or do I use it whenever, like, who even knows? Who even knows? For concealer, I'm going to use my ColourPop one today. Sorry, I feel like I'm being so noisy with my drawer, but I forgot to pull out my complexion products because I didn't know what I wanted to use. I don't know how I feel about this color. I think next time I order from them, I'm going to have to order maybe a slightly lighter shade. I really do like this concealer, though I know a lot of people didn't care for it, but definitely was one of my faves. I feel like I've been kind of all over the place in this video, and I do apologize. I feel like maybe I should have just sat and thought my thoughts out a little bit more, but then, you know, it's not even like, I don't want to have like a scripted conversation. I'm just having a conversation with you guys as I would in real life. And, you know, sometimes you fall off topic or you go back and forth or whatever. It's just, that's reality. And that's kind of what I was trying to do here, is I wanted to make it like a fun, well, not fun because it's not a fun conversation, let's be real, but I just wanted to make it a little bit more relatable. I don't know what happened there. It turned off, so hopefully it got most of it. My battery seems okay, so it's not like the battery died. We'll never know. We will never know. Same thing on this side. I'm just gonna go and start stamping. I feel like the older I get, like it's just so hard to deal with my eyes. So when they say your eyes like really change over time, they don't lie. That's what it's looking like so far. And I'm just going to use the brush where I used that transition shade, and I'm just going to kind of start blowing this out because I want it to be super soft. This is really fun. It's a cool summer look. So pretty. These colors are so vibrant. I also ordered volume 1 and 2. So I can't wait to get those. And that's like the last of my purchases for you know, this whole quarantine period. No more, I promise. I'm just gonna drag some of that like glittery yellow down. So pretty. I'm really liking how this turned out. We will do lashes as well. So I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes. I didn't heat my curler this time because I can't be bothered. I'm going to wipe all this off soon anyways. Hopefully we can just get some good photos. You know, when I was doing my last, or not my last video, but the Colored Rain eyeshadow, or the full face, or whatever, almost full face, I pinched my eye with my eyelash curler. It's so fun, so don't do that. That was very painful. And I pinched like the inner part of my eye, so my like inner corner was really watering. Luckily, I was able to like resurrect the actual eye look, so it wasn't too bad, but it was kind of bad. For lashes, I'm going to go in with these. They are the Kiss Jubilee Lash. Just wanted to check my battery, but yeah, it's just the Kiss Jubilee Lash, and these are the Lash Couture lashes. I think the pair on the bottom is like a different type of lash, but we're going to use the Jubilees. So I'm just going to grab one of the ones from the middle and apply my eyelash glue to it. So for eyelash glue, I think I'm using one by Velour. That came in a set of lashes. I don't actually remember if this is even any good, but we're going to try it. I feel like I'm starting to get a bit of a headache, guys. So I guess maybe I'll shoot out a question. How are you guys all doing with this whole like stay at home thing? Or are you back at work now, or are you still at home? Are you without a job? Like if you were, I'm so sorry, because I know a lot of people lost their jobs during this time, but just curious, like how have you been? What have you been up to? Have you done anything fun? Have you, I mean, I know we can't really travel, but have you done anything like local travel or, you know, hikes or whatever? I'm sure there's something you could have done. Let me know in the comments below. I'm interested to know what everyone's been up to. I told myself I was going to read a lot during this quarantine period. Didn't really happen. But I'm also taking like a fast track insurance class. So that's another reason why, because I'm super busy with that. And with it being fast track, it moves at a really, really quick pace. Oh no. I always do this, guys. I think I went in too early. Are you guys even, I'm gonna do this off camera. I'll be back because I struggle with lashes on camera. I feel like I can never get like a proper even lash application. Whatever, they're on. That's all that matters. I normally don't like really wet mascaras. This CoverGirl Lash Exhibitionist though is a super wet mascara, and I've been quite enjoying this one. I just wish it wasn't like all over the wand. I actually feel like, you know how I said I wasn't going to tight line? I think I'm actually going to line my waterline. I don't know how I like that. I should have just done a nude. I feel like my eyes look so dark. Do a little bit in a tight line. I know some people sandwich like their eyeballs together and do it. I can't do that. I don't have that type of skill. It's really, really dark. Really dark. I think for like bronzer and contour, I'm going to play around with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. We're just going to use this brush that was like from a Sephora collection. It's just a super small, really easy to like kind of contour with. This stuff smells so good. I like using this one. I like to go in with like a really strong contour like that. I don't know why, but I feel like it just gives you like such a good oomph. For blush, I think I'm going to use this H&M blush that I have. It's in like this pretty pink shade. I just feel like with the eye look, this is a little bit maybe more cool toned, but I think it's gonna look cute. So we're just gonna go with it. I washed all my brushes, so I'm trying to feel for like a not so wet one. I'm gonna use my Morphe M401. I love this blush. Okay guys, what are we gonna do for our highlighter? I know. I think I know what we're gonna do. Because I'm really digging this, like the yellow that we pulled in with the eye look. I'm gonna go in with my ABH Aurora palette. I'm gonna go in with this yellow shade up here because I think that's gonna look super duper pretty. I'm gonna get a ton on my brush because we're gonna go a little bit ham. Oh, it's kind of pink shifty. I wonder if it's because it mixed in with the blush there a little bit. Super pretty. I don't even know if you can tell that it has like a pink shift to it, guys, but that's a stunner. It really is. Okay, I'm going to close up this palette because I don't think I'm going to need it anymore, but we do want to go in and do our brows. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with my usual Sigma powder with an angled brush. I'm going to use this one. I thought I had, oh no, I'm going to use this one. I'm using a Japanese 240 angled brush. This one's meant for brows. This brush is giving me a lot of brow powder fallout, which is no fun. And I'm just going to go in with my ABH Dip Brow Gel over top. Technically, with this product, I don't even really need to like use a brow powder, but I kind of like the dark effect it gives my brows. I think for our lips, I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Sell Out. I'm just going to lighten it with a little bit of the ABH, what is this, Naked? Yeah. I don't know, do you guys think I need gloss with this look? I might just put some gloss on. I'm going to use this Buxom, I think it's in the shade Dolly. I'm really liking how this turned out. Oh, we should do some setting spray too, I think. I'm going to use my Morphe one because I'm trying to use this and get rid of it. I also think I just got like a ton in my hair, so hopefully my curls don't fall out. So that is what the makeup is looking like. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this type of video, let me know. I don't really know how to feel about it because I feel like it was kind of all over the place, but if you enjoyed it, let me know, and we can always do another one. If there are certain topics I guess you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments down below. And if you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button because it would really help me out. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. After all, it is free, so why not? And don't forget the little notification bell next to it so that you're notified every single time I post a new video. But generally, I do post every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.